People are upset, rightfully so, with Senate Majority Leader John Thune. And the reason is that he seems to be blocking Trump's appointees. And let me explain what's going on. And then I'm going to show you a video that you really need to watch, because you're going to see two other senators that are supposedly Republicans nodding in approval at this whole situation. So Trump has nominated over 150 people for various jobs in the government, anywhere from U.S. attorneys to ambassadors to federal agency heads. The U.S. attorneys is really important because these are the top federal prosecutors in each individual state. What has to happen is the Senate has to vote and have hearings on each individual nominee. Well, of course, they're stalling and they're taking forever to do it. And there's still a tremendous amount of nominees that haven't been decided on yet. So what happens is these jobs stay empty until they're filled, or they have temporary acting officials in those positions, which isn't good either. We have this issue now that the Senate is going on their August recess on vacation. And Trump said, no, I want you to stay. I don't want you to take a recess. I want you to stick around and take care of my nominees, do the votes, get them in. Well, they decided not to do that. They decided to go on recess anyway. Now, by them going on recess anyway would allow Donald Trump to be able to make those nominations on his own without congressional approval. However, there is a catch to that, and it's called a pro forma session. So what Thune did is Thune kept the Senate in session technically, even though they're supposed to be on break. He kept it in session by using these pro forma sessions. And what they are is they're like 30-second sessions. They bang the gavel and they're in session for 30 seconds and then they leave. So what that does is it blocks Trump from making his nominations on his own without Congress or congressional approval. This is the same thing that Mitch McConnell did to Donald Trump in his first term. When I show you the video, you'll see Susan Collins and Lisa Murkowski sitting behind Thune approving this. Take a look.
Today adjourned to then convene for pro forma session only, with no business being conducted on the following dates and times: Tuesday, August 5th at 1, Friday, August 8th at 1:05, Tuesday, August 12th at 8 a.m., Friday, August 15th at 10:15 a.m., Tuesday, August 19th at 10 a.m., Friday, August 22nd at 9 a.m., Tuesday, August 26th at 12 p.m. noon, and Friday, August 29th at 7 a.m. Further, that when the Senate adjourns on Friday, August the 29th, it stand adjourned until 3 p.m. on Tuesday, September the 2nd, that following the prayer and pledge, the morning hour be deemed expired. The general proceedings be approved today. The time for the two leaders be reserved for the use later in the day, and the Senate resume. The motion to proceed to calendar number 115 S2296. Finally, notwithstanding Rule 22, the cloture motion filed on Saturday, August 2nd.
So this is why we can't get anything done. These are people that are supposedly on the side of Republicans. It doesn't really matter what side of the aisle you are on. The problem is that when you have people like Susan Collins, Lisa Murkowski, and John Thune, and prior to that, Mitch McConnell, doing these types of things, this is why people are fed up, they're angry, they're sick and tired, and we just simply don't have a government anymore. Let me know what you think. I want to hear what you have to say in the comment section, and we'll see what ends up happening with this, but it's the same old, same old.